Good evening, one and all. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and I am the winner of the Video Response Wars. Considering the fact nobody else entered, I'm going to go ahead and talk to myself. And I will say that I had an absolutely wonderful time at the Clinton Apple and Pork Festival. I look forward to going ahead and going next year. I think the only thing is, I would like to see the festival move back a week, simply for the fact that it's not as enjoyable being out in the cold weather. It was pretty cold today, and of course with the rain trying to come in, I don't know whether it actually rained again or not, but it was acting like it was going to. It was very, very cloudy, and that's not quite so enjoyable. But overall, I had a great time at the Clinton Apple and Pork Festival. They had some wonderful food, and if you don't go out there to experience that food, you are robbing yourself. I'm telling you what, they got great food out there. They had country cloggers, which you saw in my video. They had country music, which you saw in my video. They actually had a band that was going to play out there. It was a local band, and I would have videotaped them, except it was cloudy, it was getting cold, I had had no food since breakfast, and it was getting to be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, screw this, and left. Hopefully we'll do a little better job next year and we can get that. There was also a guy that I had videotaped last year that played this very unusual instrument, and I'm sure you watched that. He wasn't out there when I was out there. I probably just missed him, and I would just love to videotape him again. They had clowns that were out there last year that they did not have this year. They had an Abraham Lincoln reenactor that they did not have this year, and I was kind of disappointed about that. But overall, when it comes to the food and the merchandise that was out there, it was cool. And if you guys don't see it, you are missing something. That's just a guarantee. You are missing something there. I got out there about 11 o'clock. It was sunny at the time I went out there, but it just started clouding up real bad afterwards, and there was a couple of sprinkles. There was a teepee out there that I would have loved to videotape, except there was a lot of people in the teepee, and I did not want to videotape all them and the teepee at the same time, so there you go. You saw some people throwing some tomahawks. They were the ones that owned the teepee, and hopefully next year we can go out there, videotape that, and get it done. If you guys really want to see more extensive coverage of the Clinton Apple and Pork Festival, pester the Clinton, Illinois Chamber of Commerce. Let them know I'm out there and say, hey, this guy really wants to do this. So, to make a brief list of things that are going to be happening in the next year, a friend of mine is going to take me out to the the Taylorville Festival of Lights in Taylorville, Illinois. I don't know exactly when that's going to happen, but it's going to be sometime either in late November or early December. We're going to go out there and videotape that. The same friend is going to videotape the Shelbyville Festival of Lights, and we'll post that. Next year, I will be out at the Decatur Celebration videotaping the parade once again. I will go to the Clinton Apple and Pork Festival next year and videotape that again. It's just going to be... I just don't know when I'm going to have time off to do any of these festivals. I'll go when I can, and when I can't, fine. If you want me to go to more festivals and you want me to videotape them, you have got to get me more subscribers. You've got to watch more of my videos, get me more popular. If I get partnered with YouTube, they can start paying me, and at that point, then I can go on and do these festival things for you guys. I love doing them. There you go. Now, depending on how cold it is tomorrow, it could be very cold out there tomorrow, I don't know. But if it's not too cold, I will go out at some point. They have some more Lincoln signs. I'm sure you saw those in previous videos. They've got more of them here in Decatur. I will go out next year to Shelbyville and videotape all those signs out there. I may actually go out to Mattoon. There's a couple signs out there. I will be going to these. Edinburgh has a sign. I'll videotape it. So on and so forth. If it's not too cold, I'll do that. If it's too cold, I won't. It's just that simple. So it'll depend on how cold it gets as to what I videotape. There you go. Anyway, It's wonderful to be able to do that for you guys. It's really up to you and what you want to see as to what I'll put up on this YouTube. I know I have a very big character flaw. I can tell you that right now. And before I tell you about this character flaw, I would like to say that there was a guy out at the festival, the Clinton Apple Pork Festival. He was showing off his little solar powered bugs. At this moment, I'm going to go ahead and show you his business card, only because I think that the stuff he had was absolutely cool, and I'd like to see more of it. I'm sure you guys would as well. So at this point, I will go ahead and show you his business card. Okay. Having shown you that, I will then say that I have a big character flaw. I am probably one of the most impatient people you've ever seen in your entire life. And I just get to the point sometimes where I know I see people and I try to teach them this, I try to teach them that, and it just gets to the point where you're sitting there going, oh man, you can't possibly not know this, you can't possibly not know that. I'm the same way with fast food. Let me tell you something, fast food is not fast enough for me. Guarantee you that. It's just that way. And it's a horrible character flaw, and I'm sorry, and sometimes I just vent a little bit. That's just me. It has nothing to do with anybody else. I'm human, people. I make mistakes just as much as everybody else, and I do have as many character flaws as anybody else. I will say that I went to a nice restaurant today, and the service was a little less than perfect, and I wasn't too happy about that. Hopefully, when I contact the company, they'll correct the situation and let us take it from there. You know, just because you get less than satisfactory service on a particular day does not necessarily mean the restaurant itself is bad. It just means that sometimes they have problems too. Everybody has problems, and that's just the way it is. So before you go saying, oh, I'll never do this again, well, just try to work with these people, and sometimes it'll work out and sometimes it won't. Everybody's entitled to at least one bad day. It happens. But if it's a continual thing, then you may want to reconsider what you're doing. So anyway, that's pretty much all I've got to say on this particular video. I just don't have anything else to say, really. So, I hope you guys enjoy my Clinton Apple and Pork Festival footage. I will tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.